In the first part, we built the forward sections of the GermanyEclipse. Today, we continue with the aft half of the ship, completing the entire structure of Deck 6. Finishing this deck marks an important milestone. From this point on, the GermanyEclipse will begin to grow visibly upward. But before we can start adding the next decks, we need to fully close, stabilize, and prepare the structure of Deck 6. That is exactly what we're doing in this episode. With the construction of the aft storage entrance, the dedicated supply access in the stern section is now taking shape. Due to the structural layout of the GermanyEclipse, it is not possible to supply the large aft kitchens from the main forward storage area. There is no direct connection between these sections. For this reason, the ship features an additional, slightly smaller storage area in the aft section, designed exclusively to support the kitchens located at the stern. Next, the support columns are constructed. They will later take on a crucial role, carrying the ceiling of the deck above and ensuring that the entire structure remains stable, even under heavy loads. This reinforcement is especially important in the aft section. The large pool will be located here, and its additional weight must be safely absorbed by the structure below. That's why we prepare this area with particular care, making sure the entire section can reliably support the mass of the swimming pool.
Here we are inside the unfinished structure of the aft storage area, precisely in the section where the pool will later be installed. This entire area has been reinforced to ensure it can safely carry the weight of the water once the pool is completed. And right here, directly behind the future pool, we are building the aft storage area, a section that will later supply the kitchens located higher up in the ship. As mentioned earlier, the main forward storage area is not connected to the aft kitchens due to the ship's structural layout. That's why this dedicated rear storage exists in the first place. With this, the structural shell of the aft section is now complete, and we can continue our work on the decks above.
Before we continue with the interior construction, we first build the protective structure around the generator exhaust ducts. These ducts carry extremely hot exhaust gases from the machinery, and for safety reasons, they must be fully insulated and enclosed within a fire-protected shaft. This enclosure ensures that the heat remains safely contained, prevents any contact with surrounding areas, and keeps the adjacent sections of the ship protected, even when the generators are running at full capacity. Once this safety shaft is completed, we can begin constructing the crew cabins on this deck. These cabins are located directly beside the exhaust shaft, but thanks to the insulated casing, the living spaces remain completely safe and unaffected by the heat. With the protective shaft finished, the crew area can soon take shape, and the deck will gradually transition from a raw structure into a functional living space.
This will later be the main restaurant on Deck 6. Of course, there will be additional restaurants as well. Passengers from the lower cabin decks will also be able to come up here to eat. And in addition, every passenger on board must have a seat in at least one restaurant.
support columns for the main restaurant are installed. They form the structural foundation that will later carry the ceiling of the deck above. Once these supports are in place, we can begin closing the entire upper surface of Deck 6. Step by step, the deck is covered, creating the base on which the next level of the ship will rise. And before we end today's episode, here is a small preview of what awaits us on Deck 7, the safety deck. Its distinctive curved shape in the center section already hints at the characteristic silhouette the GermanyEclipse will take on as it grows upward. With this first glimpse of the next deck, we conclude today's progress and continue the construction in the upcoming episode.